Now, the cool thing about this OnePlus Nord, and I think they're going to launch it globally here next week. Previous years, you could only get it in certain markets, right? Like if you really wanted to get one, you can get one on AliExpress, shipping from China. But they're launching this worldwide, so this should be available, I believe, on Amazon, eBay, even OnePlus's website, I believe. So OnePlus just started teasing a new summer launch event that's going to take place on July 16th. Wow, we have so many launches of new devices just in the next few months, right? We have the Samsung foldable event, right? Oh no, I take that back. We have to start things off, we have the Nothing, or CMF by Nothing Phone 1. It's going to launch in 4 days, or 3 days, 4 days, on July 8th. We're going to have the Samsung foldables, right? Fold 6, Flip 6 launch on July the 10th. We're going to have this new OnePlus Nord launch on July 16th. Let's see, we're going to have the new Pixels launch on August 13th, right? Essentially a month after. Then you're going to have the iPhones. The iPhones launch in September, mid-September. And then there'll be a watered down period where not much happens, right? But then you're going to have the launch of the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 in early December, and then late December you're going to have the Xiaomi 15 series, and then you get the new Samsung flagships coming out in early January. So here over the next 3 months, we're going to have a ton of devices come out. Well, this video is pretty cool. Watch this. How cool is that? Now let me show you this OnePlus Nord is really cool, and I want you. When I saw it, it reminded me of the classic device, similar design of one of my favorite phones of all time. I'm gonna scroll down and let you see it, and maybe you can guess what phone it reminds you of. Popular phone, phone line that we all use today that I promote. Let's take a look, right? So what does this look like? Do you know what it looks like? Now, of course, it has flat edges, flat sides. The phone that it reminded me of did not have flat sides. It had rounded sides, but basically the two-tone up here and then the two cameras on the top left. It reminds me, I don't know about you, but it reminds me of the OG Pixel. The very first Pixel had the two-tone on the back. Of course, it had the separate tone. The secondary tone was a upper half tone, such as this. And then it had the two cameras on the top left. Right? Was it 2 or 1? I can't remember. Yeah, it had one camera and a flash, right? Damn, they had one camera? But look at this. Two-tone. Well, the two dots, right, where the flash and the camera is at, those are kind of small. I thought they were bigger. Those are really small. Damn, it's been forever since I've seen this device. I loved this device. I had the small one and the big one. And I had the blue version, and I had the white version. Freaking badass phone, man. But that's what it reminded me of. Or the Pixel 2, right? Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL had that two-tone on the back right there, as you can tell. So this one does kind of too, right? Now the sensors are obviously bigger, bigger physical sensors, but this is really cool. I really like this design. You like that, Brian? Yep, flagship 12R in the open. So I've had the Nord before. Now I had this is the 4th gen of the Nord. I had the Nord 2. Really good device. It's one good thing about about OnePlus is that they're always going to be fast. Now, I've never had the Nord that you buy at T-Mobile. What is it, the N300? I don't do budget phones. I just don't, because I do a lot heavy multitasking, and they just can't keep up, right? Performance-wise, super laggy, stuttery, choppy. I don't do the budget phones. Now this is premium mid-tier device. This should be able to keep up with whatever you have going on. More heavy multitasking. These are going to come with heavy RAM, probably 20 gigs of RAM. I think 16 base, and then you can probably add on 8. So you're looking at like 24 gigs of RAM. I don't know. Did I write in here what the CPU is? I don't think we know yet. However, in the past, they've had, in these Nord devices, they've had MediaTek CPUs. They had a Dimensity 9000 for the 3 series. So I think what they're going to do, I think they're going to put the new MediaTek Dimensity 13,000. Let's see what the new MediaTek, because traditionally, like I said, in this Nord series, all they put is MediaTek. Let's see. I believe best MediaTek CPU. Let's see what it says. This one says the 9200. Is this the latest one? 9000, 9200, 9200 plus. Well, that's in 2021. I want... Let's see what we got here. Here's a MediaTek chip guide. What is the... Now, I don't know if they're going to put the very best MediaTek, but they're going to put a good one in there. Like, it's not going to be a cheap one. 9300 looks like their best one. The 9300 plus. So these chips power several high-end phones in 2024 and are designed to take on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Now, it's based on a 4 nanometer node, the TSMC design, with a powerful CPU cluster, 4 Cortex X4s, 4 Cortex A720s, an impressive Mali G720. That is impressive. I believe it'll have this. Now it is on a 4 nanometer. I think the very top of the line CPUs, mobile CPUs, are on the 3 nanometer. We went over those yesterday. But nonetheless, this will get you a very high score on benchmark wise, and should be able to handle anything and everything you throw at it. I'm assuming it's going to have one of these, probably the 9200 or 9200 plus, whatever the flagship is. Now, you know what? Was it launched? It says launched globally, but let's see if it's already available on AliExpress in China. Because sometimes what OnePlus will do is they'll actually launch this device in China first. Now, they may give it a different name, and then they'll launch the global version either with the same name or sometimes a modified name. But let's see if it's already available and see what specs it comes with. Because this will be a suitable device for you to get if you want a near flagship experience and not have to pay $1,000 for a phone. Let's see, is it on AliExpress? Nord 3. See, here's Nord 4, but that doesn't look like a Nord 4, does it? So here's what the Nord 3 looked like, right here with the sensors on top of each other. Now the 4, they're side by side. It does not look like they have any for sale. So it looks like they will launch all on the same day. Let's see here. Might be under a different name. It does not look like they're launched quite yet. But as you can tell, look at these prices. Pretty cheap. Now, they're going to be a little more expensive than this because it's going to be a brand new model. But the traditional, look, this OnePlus Nord, you can get it decked out for, oh, look at this. So the Nord 3 has a MediaTek 9000 CPU. See, so that's how I'm guessing the Nord 4 is probably going to have the 9200, which is the next generation of this 9000 series CPU from MediaTek. So it's going to be a very, very good performer. Look at this. The Nord 3 came with a 16 gigs of RAM, 120 hertz display, 80 watt fast charging, all that. 16 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, all that for $392. So I think the Nord 4, brand new out the gate, is probably going to be right around the same price, probably a little over, probably $429, something like that. This one has been on sale. It's not $785. They just say that to make it look enticing. It's always right around $400. So have no fear. If they don't sell this, then they say launching globally, but you might not be able to buy it in the United States. Sometimes they do stay away from the United States with this device because they have the R series here now. But if you're interested, I think this is a perfect device for you to get. If you buy it from AliExpress, you can also elect for them to install the Google Play Store on it, because when you buy from AliExpress, it's obviously a Chinese-based company. I've purchased hundreds of things from AliExpress, never had any issues. But they will install, you will get one with the Google Play Store installed. When they sell these in China, Google Play is not allowed to put their apps in China. So when they're shipping them out of China, when they're shipping them to the US, they'll put the Google Play Store on it for you and Google Play services. So it's just like buying any other phone here in the US, right? I don't know. Let's see what camera sensors. Let's see. Not much on the specs, but trust me, it'll have good specs. This will be an adequate phone to purchase and to be able to perform anything you need there. And check this out. It does have an alert slider on there, like on this OnePlus. Right, the alert slider there. Love that. Been using this thing. Very, very, very effective way to change volume, vibrate in silent mode. So that's going to launch July 16th. If you're interested in this device, subscribe to the channel. We're going to cover this extensively because this will be a viable option if you want a high-performing device and you do not want to pay the traditional $1,000 or what have you for a traditional flagship like a S24 Plus, hell, or even the OnePlus 12, which is I think $700 brand new. S24 Plus, $1,000 brand new. You'll be able to get this phone for roughly $450. So a really, really, really good option if you're looking to basically not break the bank but still have a badass phone. And trust me, nobody else. That's why I love these OnePlus phones. Nobody else is going to have the same phone. If you like to have the only thing out like, right, if you like to have, I was at Walgreens the other day, and I was on my phone, and the clerk was like, "Oh, is that the new OnePlus phone?" I was like, "Yeah, this is the OnePlus 12." And I took the case off, and I was showing him. He was like, "Oh, that's so badass. I've always wanted one." He says, "I had the OnePlus Nord. He has a Nord N200 or something like that. He got free from T-Mobile." But he's like, "Wow, that's so badass." So, if you want a phone that people wow over, the OnePlus Nord 4 will be one of those, right? Nobody else will have it, and it's going to be a phenomenal device, I believe. So we'll cover this device. We'll tell you where you can buy it. We'll tell you how much it's going to be. And we'll cover all that for you here at eSIM Studios. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get all notifications whenever. We're going to cover all of these launches, right? We're going to go live as soon as the CMF Phone 1 launches. We're going to attempt to buy it. I don't know how or where. We still don't know if where it's going to be available. The CMF Phone 1 could be released on the developer program that nothing has for U.S. Residents, could not even be sold at all to U.S. residents. But come join us on the 8th of July. We will break down everything for you, let you know if you can buy it and where you can buy it and for how much. And we're going to get one as well. Regardless if they send one to me or not, I'm getting one. Same thing with this Nord. Stay tuned. On July 16th, we're going to live stream this. And talk about it, right? Same thing with Galaxy Unpacked event when the Flip 6 Fold 6 comes out. I plan on getting a Flip 6. So come here on July 8th. Excuse me, July 10th. We will live stream the event, and I want you to tell me, are you getting it? If you're not, why? And if you are, what kind of specs or what pushed you to purchase the device? And all that good stuff. So we always cover phone launches, device launches here at eSIM Studios. We get excited just as y'all do, just as everybody else does, right? I'm a big nerd here when it comes to technology, mobile tech, consumer electronics. Big nerd here. So we get excited for all this stuff. We're going to CES next year in Las Vegas. And eventually, hopefully, get to go to Mobile World Congress, but that's in Spain. But we plan on doing all that stuff and covering everything for y'all. Okay. Now,